Всем привет! Меня зовут Сергей, и мы продолжаем прохождение Fallout 4. И отправляемся в институт.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Конечно.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital waste. During this process.
Да-да-да.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Is there a point to all this?
Just giving you the proper background, soldier. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified. I'm sure you understand. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute. Just keep your mind on the mission. And good luck.
Да. Я еще просто вспомнил то, что нам же сыворотку надо для Верджила найти. А это надо сделать сразу.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
You have your assignment.
You wanted to get into the Institute,
Move
right?
out.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Уровень дали. Хорошо. Так, вирус. Идем дальше.
Hello.
Здорово.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
Алло, субтитры где?
Please, step into the elevator.
О. Так, ну погоди, надо сначала немножечко прокачаться. Хотя это можешь сделать потом. Поехали.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Все.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh, shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please,
Father?
Sean. I'm your
Father,
father.
help me.
Talk to me.
He's trying to take
Just
me.
open the door.
Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well,
Your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute, scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the But then the Institute found me. After discovering records from Vault 1, I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Ну ладно, не буду слушать
I don't want
объяснения.
to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. You're present. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life, and now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
Ну да.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your... Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more... There is much to be done. You'll need time to act...
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is... You'll want to introduce yourself to the division. And finally...
Все, пошли. Кстати говоря, я все равно не смогу отсюда выбраться, пока мне самую штучку лет 5 бой не сделают. Ладно, ничего.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Ничего брать не буду. Ну, кроме стимулятора.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning?
Так, а у меня стоит задание? Да, да. Стоит.
Can you not see the grime and dust?
И все-таки надо сделать уровень, потому что меня замучают с сообщениями. Можно интеллект еще качнуть, пускай будет побольше опыта. Диалоги те остались.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps
Багануло чего-то.
disassemble.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Actually useful.
Pardon me, sir.
Мне вниз, наверное.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Ну, пошли со всеми знакомиться. Ой, как раз здесь это самое, сыворотку надо забрать.
Not yet. I've been reviewing
Excuse me, doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the bioscience
Remarkable that any child can survive.
Мужик, помолчи.
Don't you think?
It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, our most important to that end, we've even started to explore the... You probably saw...
Seems like there's nothing you can do.
Hard work and engineering. I'm sure I've taken up enough...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but...
Great. In any case, I imagine...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Так, теперь погнали за сывороткой. Большая тарелка. Ладно, пускай пока лежит.
Yes.
Yes. Блин, нафига мне склад-то? Это я потом загляну.
Sweet.
Просто может быть так, что если я сейчас не возьму сыворотку, не найду, и не отдам... Блин. И не отдам Вержеру в ближайшее время, он просто может обидеться и будет врагом. А, здесь фигурка была, это отдел. Так, ну я буду брать все, уже сюда не вернусь никогда.
Nice.
Resetting threat level.
Хорошо фигачит. снайперку.
Scanner's clear.
Тебе обратно. Вот это дело. Так, сохраниться.
Standing down. Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
А зачем мне терминал?
There we go.
А дверью, наверное. Просто не посмотрел, там терминалом открывается или нет. По ногам. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Готов. Ёшкин кот.
Got it.
Опять там перегруз. Да, вот это. Еще парочку турелей осталось. Кушать. Ну. Получи. Что думать, надо сразу перезаряжаться.
That's it.
Супермутант. Здесь нужно снайперку взять. Здесь еще не было.
Yes.
Опять не заметил.
Terminal's got this locked.
Ноль сходства.
Nice.
Personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects. But as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Так, еще компьютер глянуть. Вот все. Ничего хорошего. Ну все, можно уходить отсюда. Ладно, давай собирать. Пригодится все это дело. Уже и так все перегружено, так что неважно. Там еще на складик надо заглянуть. Ой. Да не тот складик, конечно.
Back to the lab so I can test the rate of cellular degeneration. Так, куда нам дальше? Следующий отдел.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't
Most of them have lasted long
really
past their
here.
projected lifespans.
Well, all right.
If you ask
I'm
me,
Allie
they were
Fillmore.
built pretty well.
You can. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe. If
Uh-huh.
you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of it. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical system. We maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycle. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye then. Can't argue with that.
Так, еще один.
Even so, I'm ready to see the
Так,
full
его
gem
товарищ
tree.
может к нему заглянуть.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I
Давай,
can
давай.
provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Обмен.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Так, если все барахло тебе скину. Вот это, например. Ну, это можно разобрать. Вот это. Хотя он зараза 8 килограммов весит. Нет, все пригодится. Да особо продавать-то ему ничего. Ладно, забираю эту штуку. Ты кремину тоже. Так что ты можешь. От главы отдела института. И как раз 150 крышек. Ладно, R принять. Ну и все, например, уже. Что здесь?
Terminal somewhere.
Очень сложно.
Won't be able to hack this.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below.
На разговоре я пошел.
Also,
We're all looking
А мне вообще сюда надо было? Я просто отметки не вижу.
You just don't want to admit to yourself what you do. If you're about to know
Hey there.
The automated process for synth creation should not be interrupted.
Мне вообще сюда не надо было заходить, никого нет.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
why can't it have a soul? If a scene then it is a living person by
Hey, Doc.
who disapprove of the work. It's you. You're finally with us. No. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our sins may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, can
Вроде с кем не надо говорить. Да, выходим. Да, отметки-то нету. А я не посмотрел. Тоже складик. Здесь, по-моему, лифт, да? Но я туда не поеду.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Выдохся.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Maybe I should take some
Не
courses.
мешайте.
Excited about the new synth project.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of this. Our primary responsibility is...
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As our main instrument is the Courser. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synth. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Так справлюсь. С помощью пушки.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the...
Sure.
Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well. 3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Ну, вы не броситесь, нас заберу. Все, что ли? Еще не за что-то.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
По-моему, здесь уже
We'll
был.
start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I
Ой.
honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find
Ну, заберу, вам не нужно.
Hold still.
Ты вазочка красивая. Сюда еще.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Doctor.
Да нет доктора.
Hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here. detective.
Safety first. Remember that.
Здорово. No.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Чуть-чуть-то. Почему это не разрешено?
I'm new around here.
You must think I'm some kind of idiot. Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but I still decide who goes in and who goes out of my laboratory. So why don't you just run along and let me get back to work?
Чё такая дерзкая-то?
What are you working on?
There's no getting rid of you, is there? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world...
Sure.
Only problem is the lack of transparency. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want... What reason would I have to throw away...
Uh-huh. Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. But still, how can I turn my back on all of...
Наверное, не прокатит. Я попробую.
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a
No.
scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy. I'm not interested in
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just gonna hurl baseless accusations to get what you want? Come on, you can do better than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here. A doctor. Several months ago, there was an accident. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father, the incident never sat right with me. If you bring me solid... Do we have a deal?
Are there any other
Блин.
options?
That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
Я не хотел нажимать. Что он быстро так переключился, диалог. Да,
I
да.
already have something that might convince you.
How did you... Never mind. Just let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape. This better not be a waste of my time.
Что он будет слушать сейчас? Ну, слушай, я пока здесь осмотрюсь. Что-нибудь еще заберу.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
Is this enough to convince you?
More than enough. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, if they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the service. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Наверное, не буду эту запись слушать, потому что, в принципе, ничего интересного нет. Что там дальше? Ну, это уже все потом. А сейчас первым делом погнать к Вержеру. Разно. Погнали. Папер, ты уже здесь? Молодец.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Давай.
Did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see.
Whatever's making that smell needs to seek medical attention.
Retrovirus has matured
So,
nicely.
you're not in
Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Virgil?
I'm going to get some rest.
Ну, отдыхай. А мы отправляемся дальше. Так, ну что, наверное, на Придвин. Отдать голозапись надо. Где он?
I'm proud to be serving under Elder.
Ой, а это же внизу находится, точно. Или может быть она вернулась? Карта. То есть инфo. И это, да. Ладно, давай дальше сначала с Максоном.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
То ну?
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project.
Whatever it is.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Fortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
Huh. I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got... The bad news is that the first problem...
There's gotta be a way to solve.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think... As much as I hate to admit it, luckily you were able to convince Dr. Madison. She was on the original build team for Liberty. I've already spoken to her, but if you could get her down here to lend a hand with this power system, we can...
Ладно, ничего не буду здесь трогать. Потом. Возьму. Что, опять на приден, что ли? Не. В следующий раз. Так. Во, пошли по сделку тогда сейчас. Заодно насчет института можно что-нибудь сказать. А это даже кто это?
Hey there. You must be Bullseye. I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer. Boss called me in on account of some rumors making their way through the Commonwealth. Heard word that you've been up north. Maybe run into some synths that way. Did I hear correctly?
Да.
You heard right. I found a place called Acadia, full of synths.
I knew it. There was always talk of some place up north, but we couldn't ever verify it. Do they need our help? Can we establish some formal communications with them?
They're not the most trusting folks. I'll talk to them. Find out if there's anything they need.
Please do. It would be enough just to know we have some place we can send synths looking for a way out of the Commonwealth. Look, I'll head up north as soon as I can. If we can talk face to face with these synths, it's a good start. Thanks, Bullseye. This could make a huge difference for us.
А теперь это двинулся. Ну да.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story
Да-да.
goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
Да, это правда.
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. We know you got inside with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel. My hope is you've infiltrated them for us. Or at the very least, your true loyalty lies with us. So let's put it to the test. We have a vital mission that only you can carry out. You up to it?
Да, но если я нажму остаться с подземкой, я в любом случае останусь с брасом пока что. А если на всякий случай сохранюсь.
A response would be
Да подожди
appreciated.
ты.
I don't know.
You can't seriously be considering working with the Brotherhood. They view synths as an abomination. They'd kill them all. Please, think about it and reconsider.
Хотя я могу в любой момент подойти к ней и сказать, что типа, да, я с вами. А то задание у меня, наверное, осталось. Заправить закладку. Да, осталось. Так что, Дездемона, пока что с тобой не буду разговаривать на эту тему. Погнали дальше. Карта. Санчквари домой.
Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon.
Подробнее ты хлам. Как это было громко. Так, и мне нужен пресс на голове.
Strong want to smash something.
Ты фиг его здесь найдешь. Челось, помолчи. Скажи лучше, где Престон? А, он там должен заниматься огородом. О, да, молодец. Здорово.
Is this a better time for that talk?
What conversation?
Just all that stuff about how I was feeling about life when you first met me in Concord. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking complete nonsense.
I understood. And I appreciated your trust in opening up to me like that.
Oh, good. I guess I was more coherent than I thought. It's just, I was ready to give up. I didn't care if I lived or died anymore. At least not for myself. And it was because of you and who you are that turned things around for me. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Да вроде вы об этом уже говорили.
Our friendship means a lot to me too, Preston. I hope you know that.
I do. I wouldn't have said all that to just anybody, you know. I guess we should get back to it, huh?
Нет, ему вообще пофигу, попал я в институт или нет. По крайней мере, он со мной хочет говорить.
Is there something you need?
Нет, ничего.
No, nothing.
All right.
А то мне в прошлый раз он меня забаговал, вообще с ним разговор нельзя было вступить. Окей. Напевает. Так, ну что ж, закончим на этом серию. Конечно, немножечко короткая получилась, но да ладно. Просто что-то начинать сейчас я уже не хочу. И следующий, наверное, не знаю, куда вообще пойдем. Подумаю. В общем, на этом все. Всем спасибо за просмотр и всем пока.